Inevitably, if you're doing photography or videography, you might get a bad review. So that prompts the question, should you rebrand if you got a bad review? Well, there's a few things I want to tell you, or there's a few questions I want you to think about before you decide to make the decision. So first off, how old is your actual company? If you were just starting out, then it's probably worth it to actually rebrand, because then at least the review probably won't follow you and it shouldn't affect upcoming business. So if you've done minimal work or haven't had much branding in your actual work, then you could probably do this and you won't have any major issues going forward. But it does become a little bit concerning if you've already done a lot of work and you have your name out there a lot and you're more established for years and years. I have made some other videos on bad reviews and why they could be beneficial, etc., etc. So definitely check out my channel for that. But I think that you can actually leverage these reviews to make it better for you. And more so than anything, I think you should not change your branding if you've done so much work and you just get a bad review or two. The only time I would ever say to actually rebrand is that if you have more bad reviews than good reviews. Personally, I would think that that would be the cue to almost do that, because if your brand has been associated with something negative, it's probably not a good idea. It is possible to come out of that, but it's going to be a lot harder. It's going to be an uphill battle. So at least if you think of these things, it'll give you a clear picture on what to do and to allow yourself to make that decision. Now, well, those are some big reasons to definitely rebrand. There are some other things that can contribute to you wanting to rebrand. And these would also be very good decisions if you're going this direction. First off is if you're trying to change what you're doing. So let's say you branded heavily towards weddings. Then you might want to rebrand if your name is wedding, etc., compared to if you're doing real estate now. You don't want to have something that says wedding when you're doing real estate. It just doesn't make any sense. If you've had it more ambiguous, you could probably leave the way it is, but you could see where that comes an issue when you're more specific and more niche down. Another is if you are also not able to think of some competitive advantage. Your name just may be lackluster, it may not be good, but when you have a unique name, you will automatically be more memorable and you'll stick out amongst many others comparatively. Think about things like Nike or Adidas. Those are names that are not common language. They are just, they just stick out really well. I have seen people name their photography companies and videography companies so-and-so photography, so-and-so videography, or just stuff like that where it's pretty lackluster. Like, it sounds like everyone else's thing, even though it's just your name in the front. I personally think coming up with something unique is the way to go, and it'll just allow you to grow and really keep that name for years and years to come. And one of the last and probably the biggest reason that you might want to rebrand is, apart from all the bad reviews and etc., is if you're facing some legal issue. Like if you are facing legal trademarks or something that is taken by someone else, you don't want to associate that with that at all. So you'd want to rebrand in that case. But overall, these are a few reasons that could lead you to rebrand your photography or videography business and why you may not or want to as well. So I really hope you enjoyed that video. If you want to see another cool one, be sure to look at this one over here or check out the channel over here. If you want to hit me up on social media at all, I'm right over here. Thanks for watching and hope to see you next video. Peace.